Usually I do this thing, I used to at least,
Yeah.
when I would see, so you know how I would perceive if somebody died young.
Mm-hmm.
I would look at the death, like the signs of death that we have over the town,
Yeah.
and I'd go like, I slept with a person older than that, and that's how I would know that they were too young.
Yeah.
Now it really doesn't.
No, it doesn't mean much.
It doesn't mean much.
Yeah,
The
no.
other day I passed somebody and I was like, he died old, but also I fucked somebody older than me.
Yeah, so hey,
Should we do a podcast?
yeah, let's talk a bit. We didn't talk in a while. Um so you know that thing when they say like step on a crack and break your mom's back?
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard
I
it
love
said
that. I
sometimes.
love that saying. It's so good.
It really
Yeah.
it makes you think about like mothers.
Yeah, it makes you think about like what you can do to prevent
Well, I think that
breaking your mother's
we
back.
we talk a lot about like mothers and mothering,
Hmm.
so I think we skip those cracks a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
absolutely.
hi.
Oh,
Hey.
we hadn't sat down in a week. I missed it. I missed having a
In
mic
a
in my.
week
Well, last week we did.
we didn't do one last week.
That's what I'm saying. We did.
Mama, we didn't do one last week.
Yeah.
I was in Zagreb the week before.
Oh my God, you're so right.
And I didn't upload the Knives Out one yet. So it's been
Love. It's been a month. Um, no, but like us sitting down.
oh yeah, and
So
talking.
like when
It's
you
been
were,
it's been a good while.
yeah.
So
It's
we had like I was in Zagreb, so I'm gonna talk about that a bit, and then we'll
yeah.
go to well, I finished my ramen.
Okay.
I was in Zagreb. It was
Uh-huh.
fun.
There
How
you
was your
go.
week? No,
How's your month?
I bought a lot of comic books.
Yeah.
Bought my first Tintin comic books. Man,
Hmm.
can Hergé write?
Yep.
He is a really good writer of the ninth art
Hmm.
comic books,
Yes.
and
Indeed.
I just really enjoyed my time there. It was a big city, but I didn't feel, like
Too much.
yeah, kind of when I go to Sarajevo, I feel very like I'm nothing here and people around me like everyone's better than me, but like in a way of like I could be that, but not, and in Zagreb I feel like everybody's just different enough.
Okay.
So I feel like in my place when I'm in Zagreb.
Okay. Good
But
enough.
it's too big a city for me.
Yeah.
It's
And it's funny because you want to live in Germany somewhere. You know?
well, I'm gonna go to a big city with a small city vibe.
Yes, but I want somewhere that has lakes.
I wanna go to a lake.
I got a
I wanna go to a
lake.
lake.
No, I came from a gay lake.
He came from a gay lake.
Um,
Well, as the poets say, I can't imagine a future where I'm in
absolutely.
it.
Um,
So
no,
yeah.
I'm really like, I was a big, I'm gonna leave girly when I was in high school
Oh,
and
you
shit.
you were gonna leave for America.
Yeah, I'm like, New York is my destination. I am a New York girly. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go there and
you
I'm
were
gonna walk down the street.
100%
I'm
a
gonna
New York girly.
strut it and I'm gonna take over the fucking world. That was my whole vibe in high school. Now,
Desperately wanted to seek Susan.
desperately seeking Susan. Now I want to desperately seek the village. Like
Absolutely.
I want an even smaller town than I'm in right now.
And we're in a village.
In a village, like there's 50,000 people at best. Like,
Yes.
and I know I want to go to a field
I want,
and build a house there.
yeah, if I'm dead, if I'm killed,
Mhm.
find me in a week.
Mhm. Exactly.
Yeah.
And like the animals are gonna eat me by then. Like that's the vibe
Beautiful,
I want.
beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful death. Um, no, I'm half and half.
Okay.
I love a good. I'm gonna be an urban farmer.
I gotta be
An
an urban
urban farmer.
farmer.
Um, also,
That accent come for both of us though.
there's a Chris Fleming video.
Is there?
Yes.
Maybe it just seeped somewhere in my brain because we both went urban farmer.
No, he goes like he's coming. He's like I'm an urban farmer. I can't say it without coming. I can't say it without coming. Oh, are you gonna show that picture of me on the rooftop with the beats? Ooh.
Um,
um,
because I'm so like I have the opportunity to go out here and I never do, and it's like I haven't seen like our city in so long, and I have no need to. So then I'm
when I
like,
miss your city when I buy stuff for us here.
yeah,
When I run to them.
yeah, but then I'm like, oh, like it would be so much of a better experience too if it was a farmer's market. Like, how cute is that? You know,
It would be
I'd
so
rather.
fun if we woke up in the morning,
Mhm.
or our blue dress with our white apron,
Absolutely.
carried a book,
Yes,
And
with a
then
little like basket
with a
on our
little
hands.
basket with our dog who is like human sized
Human
in the
size.
basket.
Yes, and he's just like, and I'm just going to a man that I know who's somehow related to me, and we're like, "Hi, sir," and he's 100 years old, and he gives me the eggs, and I go to pay, and he's like,
Yeah.
"No, this is just for you,
No,
baby."
no,
Da,
no, no,
blah,
no,
blah.
no, no. You say,
But I
I
still,
need 6 eggs. That's too expensive. And
still,
then
yes.
somebody in the back, because
Hmm.
we're not the main characters here,
No,
somebody in the back goes like, there must be so much more. No, there must be more than this
absolutely.
provincial life. We're not Belle.
We're not Belle. I don't want to be Belle.
I'm the bookstore guy. I'm the
Yes,
guy working at the bookstore.
yes, and I
All we
just
have in the bookstore, Batman
no, but I
and a
really
Superman
yes, a Superman.
comic. A Superman comic. Because it featured Batman in a
Mhm.
panel.
Yes. No, I just want the simplest possibly imaginable life. And that's what and I don't want anything other than that. So now I'm in a bit of a quarrel because I'm like, I don't have the financial facilities for that,
Yeah.
to go and to just like have a farm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like you can't live off of
Yeah.
just a farm,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
I
know?
get that.
So it's
And
like,
it's weird. No, it's. I'm not saying that we're ungrateful or that the people I'm going to talk about are ungrateful, but it's kids who have the opportunities like that
yeah.
usually want to leave for something else.
Yeah,
I even
something
have a
bigger.
friend who loves his farm work, but he's like, I don't see a future here.
Yeah.
Even though he loves the farm work and he loves the farm life, it's because his dad has too huge a farm for him to take on by himself,
Yeah.
and it's just a lot of shit. So it's like if we can make a system where I'm like, I'll give you my corporate office job where
Yes.
you ask your coworker if he's making ramen, if he's
Hmm.
making tea.
Yeah.
Then you give me your little
Perfect.
yeah.
And I want to do it. I want to do it, and I want to
Yeah.
physically work. I'm so tired of sitting behind a desk, and I know that that's such a like you don't know what you're talking about because like you've never actually put in a day's work. I get that. Like I get that
Yeah.
point completely. But I'm like, I know that I would feel 10 times more fulfilled than I do now.
Yeah.
I come home and I'm like, what the fuck did I do
The
today?
mental physically
Yeah, you do nothing.
no 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 I'm saying on
Yeah.
a farm
Oh, okay.
physically you're gonna be fucked.
Yes.
Mentally, I feel like
So completely
everything would
relaxed.
fucking spike
Yes.
of
Because
how like
and also you can't deny the human biology. This is what we're made to do.
yeah.
Like if you're stuck in an office with just screens around you, you're gonna feel that
No, I
like
actually
depressed.
disagree. Humans are work to work a 9 to 5 and also live 2 days out of the week
Yeah.
and just wait for the paycheck.
Yeah.
You know,
Indeed. But it's like a lot of people do find fulfillment in that and are like, I want to
I'm fine with that.
climb
I'm
the
both. I'm both.
corporate ladder and
I
I'm great.
don't want to climb the corporate
Mm.
ladder. I don't want to be important.
I do not want to
I
be
do
corporate.
not want to be important.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I do not. Sometimes I see my supervisors, and I'm like, if I ever got the opportunity, the way I would say, fuck no,
Yeah.
fuck
Fuck. No.
no.
Yeah.
It's, but no, I'm fine with just running by.
Yeah.
I just need my comics,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest. But I would, if I could choose, I would definitely choose a farmer's life
Yeah.
because the fulfillment. It's
Mhm.
simply the fulfillment that you get
Yeah.
is a lot of the mental because think about all the times that you put in a hard day's work.
Yeah.
When you did like a physically
Physical. Yeah.
demanding job for a day.
Like
Have
you'll
you ever
fall
had an
asleep that
opportunity
night.
to work in a field or something?
I did a lot. Like when I was a kid, my dad would like take me places where
Okay,
there was
but
like,
you were always cheerful as a kid. But like
yeah,
growing
like
up,
lately, not really. Other than like, but even with okay, when we just moved in here, we would like we had to paint the house, and I love doing
and
that.
was it great? Like at the
Like
end of the day.
after, it
Um,
was so good to just sit
when
down
was
and
the
be
last
like,
time you
oh
cleaned a carpet? Did you ever clean a carpet?
no,
You've never cleaned a carpet?
I don't think
Let me
so.
tell you, getting home with bruised knees,
Yeah.
it's and you just and you sit down and you see that carpet.
Hmm. Yeah, I did that.
I did that.
You can visibly see what you did that day.
And that's, you know,
And that is such a like sigh of relief, and you're finally done, and you sit down, and
yeah.
it's such a like you did something. And with
Yeah.
this, I'm like, okay, I go to work, I do my 8.5 hours, I come
I
home.
do I do something
For
that
what?
impacts like nobody.
No, that's the biggest thing.
I get a good survey. Sometimes
Yeah,
people are happy that I fixed their computer and
but like
sometimes
doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
does it in the grand scheme of things,
Who
does it
gives a shit?
matter? That computer should have worked
Yeah,
either way.
yeah. So hey. because
It's
and it's like, oh, like, and mine is even worse because it's just like, oh, we're shipping Ford machinery parts for cars.
yeah,
I don't give a shit about none of that.
yeah.
Like, and I, ugh.
I love a
For my boss watching this, I'll say it to your face too. I don't give a shit.
for my boss watching this. I love to work.
I love to it.
No, wait. What's the other thing like? I usually hate working, but like the experiences and you gotta do the like. Can we get?
Can we get another one? Because you don't want to tell people that you don't want to work.
But I got through hell working. I'll fudge the truth a little bit just for you guys.
But
I love to work. I go through hell to work. That's my favorite part.
no, my favorite is when they're like taking another take, and he goes like, "I love to tour," and then everyone starts laughing, and he's like, "Well, you guys fucked it now."
And then he was so like, what?
What? I don't know.
I fudged the truth a little bit.
Um, I don't know. I have a surgery scheduled for next month. That's
Fun. Will you
fine.
survive it?
Here's my problem.
Okay.
I did this thing.
Okay.
Like I did it, I think 10 years ago. They left shit in my mouth. So my surgery is like dental work, but it's a full-on surgery where they have to cut into my gums and like scrape shit out and like sew it back up. Like it's a full-on surgery.
I would rather you kill me than do anything like that.
I know. And it's local anesthesia. They don't even put me out. So I have to like not feel the pain, but feel it, like the pressure of it, and hear the fucking drill in my gums. Mentally,
Mentally, the pain is still there.
yeah. So like,
Eating, by the way, so I'm putting my mic down. And
yeah. So it's anyway, but I did it. Like I was 14 and I fucking lay down on that table and they did it. Even though anesthesia stopped working halfway through and I was like, "Hey, this hurts now." And they were like, "Okay, here's another one." The point is, I was supposed to be done with that. I go to my dentist to get braces. I've had these braces in for, I shit you not, 5 years by this point. And now they tell me, "Oh, you should maybe like take like a 3D like a picture of it so we see what's up because that one tooth is not going down. So like there's something up with that." And I go and I do that. I go to them and they're like, "Oh yeah, there's shit still in there, so you're gonna have to get that fixed." So I have to go through that same fucking surgery again for what?
Paleontology signs in your tooth. There's leftover dinosaurs.
At this point, like fucking Queen Elizabeth
Yeah.
like remains or somewhere in there.
You could eat somebody through a wicker basket.
Fully. And it's just so fucking, and I don't want to do it again and then to have to again put on braces and then wait another year for the one tooth to come down. I'm really at this point contemplating to just like get a veneer, one veneer. I don't know if that's possible.
Golden tooth.
Fuck no. But
No,
get,
Selma,
like,
hear me out. Golden tooth.
golden tooth. But to just like pull this one out or
Listen,
like
I'll
shave
marry
it down.
I'll marry you. Golden tooth.
Golden tooth. But to shave this one down, put one veneer. But I'm like, it's not gonna look the same as the others, and that's just gonna be like, get it done to a point where it's done. But I don't want to.
Also, veneers crack like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the way I laugh,
The way that I chew,
and the way that you see me chew,
yeah,
I feel like the tooth would crack as well.
Yeah,
I feel like people with veneers shouldn't see me chew. Actually, no, I inhale.
Yeah, you
I
don't chew. You don't chew. You'd be great with veneers.
I'd be great.
He would have loved.
I am. They're in the hospital and
Yeah.
they tell my parents like, "Oh, he's comatose. We have to feed him through a straw." And they're like, "Oh no, just open his mouth."
No, don't you worry, babes.
And I'm just like,
Slurp.
slurp.
Yeah.
I'm hiccuping like The Exorcist.
Yes.
I look like Celia Cruz being like,
What
what else has been up to this week? Because I gotta eat this.
you eat? What else happened? Well, I got like threatened to get fired. I didn't tell you about that. For those of you who didn't hear, he said, "Oh, yeah," because he's eating. Yeah, because it was a thing of some bullshit. I don't want to get into it, but it was like my manager being like, "This is the third time that like a fuck up happened, and I didn't know about it." And it's not his issue isn't that a fuck up happened. His issue is like I wasn't advised of it. So he's like, next, and it's gonna be the last. Next time, if it happens, we're done. Fully said, we are done. And I'm like, okay, are we dating? Like, what's the lore here?
So just the thing you have to do when you fuck up, you have to tell them.
Yeah, but my point is that I have a team lead guy that is supposed to be like he is below my manager, and he's supposed to, because all of the fuck ups that happened because I did the things that that man told me to do. So when a fuck up, like one was like, he told me to cancel a shipment, it ended up being a thing that you cannot cancel. So that was a fuck up, right? But he told me to do it. And when shit goes to shit, it's on me then. For what? And then the problem is when shit goes to shit, he's never the one to be like, hey, I told her to do it. So then I'm always the one, and I want to be a snitch. I don't want to be like, well, he said it. From this point on, I'm like, I'm completely skipping the middleman. Like, whatever happens, the smallest thing, I'm going to you. I don't give a shit. Because the entire time I was like, I don't want to bother you with little things.
Oh no! Now you
And
got.
now it's like, well, fuck. Okay, next time somebody's late 10 minutes, I'm going to tell you. Like,
That's why my bosses love me.
just so fucking stupid. Because it's like, it's none of the fuck ups were something that I did. It's something he told me to do. And again, I assumed that he would be the one to tell you these things because he's supposed to be my team lead.
And you didn't push him under the bus?
Like, Jesus. And I really, like, have a disdain for that because I told him, like, he's the one who told me to do all these things that were the fuck ups. And he was like, I don't, which I kind of also get him from that point on, from that point where he was like, I don't know who told what to who. Like, I don't know what happened. I can't follow that. The only thing that I know is that I didn't know.
Okay.
And I'm like,
And
okay,
you're
fair enough.
and you're the last person there. Like you're the person who
Yeah,
did
I'm the
that.
one who quote unquote did it. So he's like,
Yeah.
and I get that part. I'm not asking you to be like, but again, at least listen to me
Yeah.
to explain my
No. Not
side
like
of
whatever fuck ups happen, you just tell him.
yeah,
And if you do it enough times, he will forgive you if it happens again.
yeah, probably, yeah,
Yeah. I thought that I would get fired. I didn't do anything.
yeah,
Nothing happened.
yeah.
I just had a vibe.
I just thought
Just had a-
maybe
So listen,
everyone hates me.
there was this one. So I had anxiety, and there was this one time at our work where we had a guy who didn't do anything. Literally, you would give him like a job to do. He would just put it like, I finished the case.
Yeah,
Throw up in my mouth.
yeah, lovely.
Just goes like, I finished the case. Did nothing. Close
Yeah.
the case. You know.
Yeah.
And one of my more close colleagues was tasked with observing what he's doing,
Mm-hmm.
meaning just getting into the cases he was assigned and seeing if he did
Yeah.
those mistakes. So I was like, whenever somebody mentions that they have a special task, I was like, it's observing me. It's fucking observing me.
It's
And
me.
they're gonna see in the ticket that I'm watching the Phantom of the Opera.
So in my room on my own laptop that nobody like has access. They're gonna know.
They're gonna know because I wrote that guy Schönen guten Tag.
Yeah.
They're gonna know. They're
And
gonna
it's
know.
really funny because I'm at my work, and it's all the things that I should be getting like
Flack for you never do.
never do because it's like I will watch Shameless at work. Not only am I watching a TV show at work, I'm
You are
watching
a
I'm watching
pornographic TV
porn.
show.
Porn at work.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit. I can call him right now and be like, well, not right now because it's my day off, but I can call him like 30 minutes before my work shift, be like, hey, I can't come in. He'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't care. Like he is good in that sense. Like he'll never, but the shit that has nothing to do with me,
Yeah.
he's like, well, you're gonna get fired. For what? Woman.
No, I was just because my supervisor one time told me like, hey, you did this case and you said that you did these things with the customer
Mhm.
and you didn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, fair.
Fair.
And then next week I was like, well, I'm getting fired.
Yeah.
And then I got a new supervisor and he was like,
You're great.
you're always praised.
Yeah.
Like everybody knows how much work you put into this company. And I was like, I'm glad that you think it's a lot of work because I really give like a normal amount of work.
Yeah.
I don't want them to think for a second that I'm killing myself over
Mhm.
this. I am putting in a fair amount of work for what I'm paid. I'm doing my job. I'm
Yeah.
doing it okay. I am not I didn't cry over this job once.
Yeah.
My previous job, being a waiter, I cried once.
Aw. That's sad.
And you know me,
Yeah.
I don't cry. But I was so like, yeah, no, but I'm just not helping. That's my thing. Like, I'm not helping out
Not
here.
doing enough.
And here I heard, I was feeling anxious, and then he was like, "We see you," and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
like I am actively helping this situation here." So I had like a fun little day that day. I played. Oh, I'm really into Tina Turner lately, bitch. We listen. You saw today.
I saw.
You saw
I
today.
know.
You
I
saw
love her.
simply the best.
Better
She
than
is.
all
She
the
is a
rest.
diva. She is an icon. She's a legend. She's
She
everything.
is the moment.
She is the moment.
She will forever be the moment. I don't know if there are really a lot of people where I'm like, you will forever be something.
Okay.
And Tina Turner is one of those people. She's not like Whitney Houston. It's not like a name to that point. You know what I mean? But
No, but like
everybody knows her.
everybody knows.
Yeah,
Everybody
everybody knows.
heard her.
Everybody knows
And
Freddie
whoever
Mercury.
hears her music will feel something.
Yeah,
I don't care if you're just a sello, like
yeah.
a redneck guy
My
who
dad loves Tina Turner.
everybody
Not
fucking
to,
loves Tina
yeah,
Turner.
yeah,
Well, your dad is a man of culture.
yeah, sure. Indeed.
No, I mean his crush is Sandra
Sandra
B.
Bullock, yes.
So you know,
Yeah.
man of
Culture.
culture. No, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
He's like he sees Sandra Bullock and he's like, oh, that's
That's
Sandra
a
Bullock.
woman for me.
Yeah, but no, he also goes like, that's Sandra Bullock. He's not like, where's Titsa?
Yeah,
Something.
yeah.
No, he's not a.
No, I love my dad because he's like, I love Sandra Bullock because she looks like the most natural out of them all.
Yeah,
And he's a very like, I
he
want
needs
a
a girl.
woman.
He needs a girl next door.
Yeah, he needs, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he needs that.
I wanna put out a PSA right now. I
Mhm.
wanna apologize to somebody. Because of her long work in the Marvel Cinematic Universe
Mhm.
and in the horrific movie adaptation of Ghost in the Shell, which I know wasn't her mistake, but subliminally it did something to me. I have
Okay.
forgotten that Scarlett Johansson is a good actress.
Okay.
I Why is Scarlett Johansson being mentioned and praised
I
something
don't
so
know.
funny to you?
It's like whoever. Like when did we ever talk about Scarlett Johansson?
We're doing it right
They're
now,
gonna
and that's why I'm apologizing. Because I was always like, I don't care about Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
How about Jojo Rabbit?
Jojo Siwa.
Let's not disrespect
Spoiled
the
it.
Jojo
Yes.
Rabbit name.
Uh,
You know
but
Jojo Rabbit?
no.
Oh, it's this semi-funny, semi-serious, like view of a kid going through being a German in the Second World War,
Uh-huh.
and his imaginary friend is Hitler, but his mom is a free soul, and
Mhm.
she's Scarlett Johansson,
Okay.
and they're hiding a Jew in their house that the kid doesn't know yet, and shit like
Mhm.
that. So it's like it's funny how many times they say Hell Hitler and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's a very funny movie, but then also Scarlett Johansson's in it. She's like, we have to dance. Why do we have to?
Mhm.
She's being very manic pixie without being a manic pixie,
Okay.
which is what I love.
Yeah.
And I really related to her character, and she portrayed this mother trying to her hardest and not being like, fuck you, you shouldn't be a Nazi. She's like,
Yeah.
I get it. You're a child, you're
Good
easily
influence. Yeah.
influenced by all of this, but like, I want to raise you not to be a Nazi. And then,
You know what I loved? The thing that I sent
which thing did you say?
of Jordan Peterson.
I didn't listen to it, if I'm being honest.
No, did you watch the video?
I did not watch the
Okay.
video.
So he started the video off by being like
Does it
everybody
mention
who
Scarlett Johansson?
no
I'm not.
mention Hitler. No,
Well,
but
I'm not interested anymore.
he said something of whenever somebody reads about World War II, they always think of themselves as the Schindler. They always think that they were going to be
I
the
don't.
one.
I do not. I do not.
That's the thing.
I do not. And there is one movie that I would like to credit for that.
Mhm.
Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome, cabaret.
Oh, okay.
We and some YouTuber did it perfectly. She was like, we all like to believe that we would hide Jews in our
Yeah.
houses and shit like that, but a lot of us would look the other way
Yeah, and just be
while
like,
they're
this
doing.
is yeah.
We wouldn't be Nazis, but we also a lot of us
Wouldn't
probably wouldn't be saving the world.
yeah. Because who's doing it right now?
Absolutely. You think putting a story about Palestine is like
Yeah, doing some. No, the thing it's not even like it's like you won't know that you're in the wrong until it's over.
yeah.
and it's like so many people at that. Like Hitler couldn't have been Hitler if it was just Hitler.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly.
So it's
No, because there's people in Israel, they really like how much you have to dig in Israel to find out that Israel is the bad guy.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Like, and there are movements right now in Israel where people are trying to have their
yeah.
voices heard and trying to stop the violence. Like, imagine how many people who are like me
You
and
just
you,
don't
when
know.
they're on normal, like, social media stuff, they're just
Yeah,
scrolling around. And if you're in Israel, bet a lot of it's
and
censored.
yeah, and a lot of it is just being like we're in the right because they did this thing, and it's like you don't see both sides
Yeah, you
until
don't see
it's
the
an
other side at
objective
all. Yeah,
showing to you of
until it's in history
yeah,
books.
exactly. So it's like you can't really blame people for not,
Yeah.
but it is a
I
very
mean,
interesting
it's a
point.
different thing from like now we can blame
Now
somebody
it's
being on Israel's side like from a
now
worldly
yes,
point.
yeah, because
Somebody in Israel, I would be like, I get you here. Try to educate yourself a
yeah,
bit, and
yeah.
it's
Now it's a lot easier because of social. Everything is available to
because
you.
of
Every
social media
piece of information. But if you're back in the day,
back in the day.
if you were in Nazi Germany
Yeah,
and there's this guy who's telling you that like I will fix you. We are in famine, we are
yeah,
in poor, like everything, and I can fix this, and for you to stand by that man, it's not that big of a stretch.
yeah,
And I probably would. You know what I mean? As
yeah.
fucked up as that is, but
No,
like
no,
I
no.
would
I
know.
would. Even if I knew. Well, no, first things first. Let's say this: we are both queer people. We are. We are both queer Muslim people. We would have been killed in camp. I mean, we're not.
We're killed twice.
We're.
Resurrected and killed us again.
we're not Muslim, like, but we're from Muslim
Yeah.
origins. Like our nationality is Muslim. So we're both in a position where we would be in a camp, definitely. But let's imagine ourselves, as hard as it may be, as as a
Straight cold-blooded
blonde
German.
blonde haired blue blooded German straight person.
Yes. Never interacted with
Yeah.
a Jew or a gypsy.
First of all, I would. Yeah. Um. I feel like neither of us would go to war, but I feel like if we knew what was happening, we would definitely look the other way.
Yeah.
As shitty as it is to say, I will not stand here and be like, I would have been Anne
Yeah.
Frank's roommate.
I would have been the Schindler. I wouldn't.
Yeah, no,
Who's
definitely
gonna
not.
dedicate their whole life? Like you have to have the Oh my god, did you see that?
That guy in that watched the movie and
No.
the cinema was filled with people he saved.
Yeah, but it wasn't a movie. It was like a talk show. And
Oh,
his so what
oh,
had
and the
happened?
audience was the people he
Yeah.
saved.
So what had happened is his wife had like found this box that
He
he's
never
been
talked about
hiding,
it.
never talked about it, and he had like books of people of kids, Jewish kids that he saved from camps and shit, like s- full. Like I don't know how many of them were, but a lot.
Yeah,
And she found it and she reached out to a TV show being
yeah,
like, hey, this and that. And she orchestrated the whole thing being like, oh, let's just go to a taping of this show.
yeah,
And then the woman ended
yeah.
up being like, so there's a man in the audience today who did this and this, and he saved so many children, blah, blah, blah. And then what I love too is that, like, and sitting next to him is a little girl that he saved, and
Yeah.
she introduced herself. And then if there's anybody else in the room who has been
And
saved by
then
this
they,
man, they all stand up, and it's the most
how do you
gut wrenchingly
if
beautiful
I was
sobbing,
that guy, I feel like I would have gotten a heart attack out of
like how
how
like
much emotional it would be.
because all of these people are like full grown men and women
I think
now.
there was like a scene like somebody's daughter approached him.
Yeah, and it's a thing of like they have kids. These are like you've created a
Yeah.
generation of people.
Yeah.
Like you. Oh, I don't know.
And
It's such a
we
beautiful
don't
story.
like we would like to think that we're that man.
Yeah,
We
and
would
like
like
to
to
be
fancy
that
us.
man is really takes a lot out of a person.
Takes so much.
Hmm.
Cause like constantly lying,
Yeah, being
hiding,
manipulated constantly, being like, what's the thing of war? Like,
war propaganda.
propaganda. Yes.
Propaganda's everywhere. But no, like okay, so and then because even going back, you go like, okay, we know that the Nazis are bad, but I can't be arsed to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm here living comfortably.
Yeah.
And then you go like how much it takes to make that decision,
Yeah. To fight against it.
to fight against it, to stand up, to when
Yeah.
you're living on your knees, rising up.
Oh.
Um, no, a lot of people have the like savior complex, but we are all living comfortably here. What?
Every person who has a savior complex is not really saving anybody.
It's not saving anybody.
Like,
When's the last time you random person who thinks listening to this right now?
yes,
Because
all
there's a
three
lot
of
of
you.
people. Because there's a lot of people
Hmm.
listening.
I
Um,
sometimes I'll see we have like 17 views. I'm like, "Ooh."
it's me. It's me
It's
17
so good.
times. Um, but once again, we're doing this just for us. We
Yeah.
don't care about the views.
Okay.
Um, but but I'm saying like some random person who is like, no, I would have done it.
Yeah.
These people are being selfish and idiots. When's the last time you saw somebody on the street and offered to like, hey, let's
Come to my house, have a shower.
have a shower.
Anything.
Here, walk with me a bit. I'll buy you some food and what you
Yeah.
need.
No,
If
but
you're in
even
the
buying
financial
food, like
state,
I'll do it sometimes, but that's not.
that's not,
It's not like it is like a helping situation,
yeah,
but it's not you putting yourself out there.
yeah,
When is
yeah,
the last time that you sacrificed really
yeah, yeah, yeah,
something of your own
yeah.
for someone?
Yeah, when was the last time you were Sandra Bullock and you saw that big black kid walking
Yeah,
in the street
exactly.
and you
You
were
were like,
like,
come live
"Do
with
you
me.
have a place to sleep? Don't lie to me.
Yes, come.
Here, I've
Here,
never had this. What? A room of your own? No,
a
a
bed.
bed."
God, to this day,
To this day.
to this day, it makes me sob. Oh, because they have written that perfectly. That
Yeah,
sentence alone.
and
No, a bed.
for me, it's Sandra Bullock's face being like, "Don't break."
Yeah.
I love a don't break. I love Gwyneth Paltrow. God rest her soul. God rest her intellect.
Yeah.
God. Gwyneth Paltrow, God rest her intellect. Um, and you know me in Marvel movies. I'm not a big fan, but it's Iron Man dying,
Yeah.
and it's Gwyneth Paltrow coming up to him and saying like he is hanging on by a thread, and of course there's Spider-Man being sad of the death about a multi-billionaire. Fucking hell, how they ruin Spider-Man. Anyways, and then Gwyneth Paltrow comes, his wife in the movies. She goes, "It's okay, you can rest now."
Yeah.
And her face, she's fine. She's like, it's okay. It's like she's showing him that she's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be okay. You can rest now. And then she sees the life leave his eyes, and
And
she
then
goes like, "Ugh." That cried, tears,
yeah,
tears.
tears rolling
And
down
then they
my
asked
spine.
his daughter what she wants. He said a cheeseburger.
A cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. And then the guy who worked with Tony, he said like, "I'll get you all the cheeseburgers you want." And I was like, I don't know, just talking about food like you're really emotional. Well, you know, I love a good. I'm strong, and I'm like I'm looking at
I
this kid,
got this.
and I have to,
Yeah.
and I love an actor that can like. If I was next to her, I would be like, I see that you're strong. As a viewer, I see that she's strong because she's trying not
Yeah.
to cry in that moment. You know,
Yeah.
like if I was, I don't know, like if I was a homeless person and she invited me in and I go like I've never had a bed and I look at her, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's she's being normal. But like if I was standing next to her and I heard that and I was like, that's so fucking sad, and I saw her and I was like, oh, she's being,
Yes.
she can
No, they
show
did.
the
I
range
don't
of
know if you
emotion.
saw that video. It was like a girl, little kid girl,
Okay,
and she was dying,
okay,
and it was like her family was around her, and it was
okay.
like her last. And she is trying so hard to be like, and I don't mean like she's dying as in she'll might die in 3 months. She's dying
She's
in that
dying.
moment.
Yeah,
And it's her being like in a hospital bed, laying down and being like, and it's gonna be fine. But you see her like heavy
yeah.
breathing and like holding back tears, and her whole family, like her mom and her dad, are around her, and then she's like starts to pray, and her whole family is being like, and God, like so calm about it to make her
Hmm.
calm and to make her, and she's being like, and yes, and yes, and whatever, and then by the like when I can't imagine having that strength to
Yeah.
look at your
Oh,
child and be like, I'm not gonna cry that you're dying
yeah.
for you.
Because of you.
Yeah,
That's
for
the
you to.
strength I think you get as a parent.
Yeah, you have to.
Because
God, I don't.
I would just walk out of the room. Like because I will break out of
Yeah.
I will cry. I will curse
But
out
then also
God.
being like, I know my child needs me right now.
Yeah,
I
I
have
know.
to
That's what I'm saying.
swallow it.
Like in my emotional reaction to
Yeah.
somebody I love dying,
Yeah.
I would like if you were in that situation, I would be in that room. I would be cursing God.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then like you get a child and you're like, this isn't about my emotional
It's
moment.
about
No
her.
matter how much my emotions control me as a person,
Yeah.
I have to,
Pull it
So,
together for her. It's just devastating.
how did this day go?
It's great. It was a great day.
This is the longest Saturday
I
of the
swear to
year.
God, I'm like, this has
No,
been a
this is
month.
the longest Saturday of the year.
In my head too, like all the shit that we did. I'm like,
Okay, so what did we do?
what did we do? Well, I woke up, I took a shower, you came by. Then we made, let's say pretzels. Pretzel like things.
Breadsticks,
Yes, breadsticks.
but not the traditional like hard breadsticks because I think breadsticks are like
Yeah.
crunchy. We made like I don't know. We sell them in bakeries, and it's like it's a thing we all love.
Yeah.
We all love to eat it, and we made it very authentic, and it was.
It was so good.
We
They're
patted
good.
ourselves on the back for 4 hours,
Yes, we should. It was the best
and
thing we
we
ever
were
created.
burping every pat.
Yes.
And then we made breakfast and we ate it. And by the way,
The balcony.
one in the afternoon.
1 p.m. We were like, let's go have
Let's
breakfast.
go have breakfast outside, and it was scorching, but we were like, no, we have to be fancy.
Yeah, we have to be cute.
People have to see that we made bread.
Yes, look at this thing we created.
So then we went and bought some stuff for dinner, which we didn't end up having
Because
because my friend came over
yeah,
and I made us dessert lava cakes with ice cream. Salma, how was it?
it was amazing. It was beautiful. It
I
was good. And my thing with lava cake is it's so like 3 spoons and I'm full, but I want more.
I I know
But I'm
exactly.
so like I can't keep eating because I will throw up.
We got really good ice cream,
Oh yeah,
and then I took some of that ice cream and I put it in the lava cake,
yeah.
and then it was a bit hot and it was a bit cold.
It was beautiful.
Very temperature.
And it's so temperature.
So temperature.
Um,
And it was so good. It
yeah,
was so good. Amra likes it a bit more.
yeah.
Like she likes it
Hardened.
hardened. I I get what she means, but I don't get what she means.
No, I like it. I like it.
I like it
Runny.
watery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bit runny and
So
stuff.
Amra's just had to stay in a bit more, but I did a really good job. Just
Yeah,
oh my god,
it was
it
great. It
was
was beautiful.
oh my god, and we're both on a diet, and this is our cheat day.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and this is our cheat day. We stopped at that. We were just like, but
Done.
I usually don't drink juice.
Yeah.
These days, so this is a
Yeah.
big thing for me. But yeah, no, this was a day we watched. So what did we watch today?
What did we watch today?
I love whenever I switch to like the topic at hand.
Mhm.
I go like, so what about the topic at hand? And you go, what about the topic at hand?
Yeah. All right, so we watched Ocean's 8, and that will be our mother of the week.
And Ocean's 8.
Day
Day
8.
8. It's
Indeed.
are the people in the movie mother.
Not a real mother, but very much so mother.
Hey, are the people in the movie mother?
Oh, well, Sarah is a mother.
Sarah Paulson is
is
a
a mother. But, like, that's not relevant.
I know, but I was trying relevant information.
Relevant.
I was trying to catch you.
Yes.
I was trying to be like, are the people
You
in the
don't
movie
know.
mother?
Meanwhile, I watched this movie 15 times. I can quote it top to the bottom.
Why is this movie mother?
Well, why is it not? Everything, every single detail about this movie is not. Every character, and I know for a fact that this ensemble cast was created intentionally for lesbians
And gay men.
and gay men. There's a split. I'm not kidding you. There's like we have Kate Blanchett, Sarah Paulson, Sandra Bullock for the lesbians. You have Helena
I
Carter
think Sandra B is also
on
like
the cusp.
on the cusp. On the cusp. I mean,
Yes.
Kate Blanchett, of course, is an icon. We love Kate Blanchett,
Uh-huh.
but nobody's gonna say that she was put there for the gays.
No,
She was put there for the lesbians.
for the lesbians.
For the lesbians.
It was so funny. We were watching it, and then I was being every time Kate Blanchett is on the screen, I'm like, oh my god! And then you're like, I love it, but like Helen Carter though.
Yeah,
And
like
then-
I'm like, you're reacting, but you're not reacting enough to Helena
yeah.
Bonham.
And then I
You
go,
stone
well,
cold bitch.
well, the gay man in me loves Helena, but the lesbian in me loves Kate. And then I'm like, although I'm bi.
There was that moment where I said like, where I was looking at her and I was like, I would so be attracted to her if I was a lesbian.
Yeah.
Not a straight man.
Straight man, a
A
lesbian.
lesbian.
And that's my thing with like Kate Blanchett is the biggest lesbian culture person, and she's fully straight.
Absolutely.
I think she's fully. I've had this conversation with you, and I'm gonna say it here live, like publicly.
Is it about her husband being ugly?
For her to be married to that man means that she is queer because he's so ugly. And I know that she goes for the connection and the mental capacity for a person and not physical attraction. And that is me. Okay, and I understand that.
Okay.
But he is very ugly. I gotta stop there. Am I jealous? Maybe, but objectively speaking,
Objectively speaking.
that is a number.
So,
Anyway,
with this movie, let's not talk about a lot of things what happened. This movie is a fun romp to talk about the characters. So, we have this conversation every time we watch the movie. We watched it once before.
yeah.
Who are you?
I am Anne Hathaway, aka what's her name in the Daphne.
Daphne.
I'm Daphne in the movie because she is so like I'm just sitting here, but I'm catching on.
Yeah,
you.
yeah, you're not. Daphne's not dumb.
No, not at all. But
Daphne's
bullshit
not
didn't
dumb.
work.
She's
No.
a good part
Mhm.
of the group. How was she a part of the group? Circumstance.
Circumstance. She was just thrust into it, and she figured it out, and nobody else could. She was the one
And
to be
nobody
like,
caught on to her.
no, that's
Nobody
the
caught
thing.
on to her.
And she's just noticing different things and little and like differences in people's
Connecting the
dots.
dots.
And like differences in people's behaviors, and she's like, something's fishy's going on, and then she's like, I know you guys did it. I want to be a part of it. Why? Because I want a female friendship, and if that ain't me,
If that ain't
nothing
me,
is.
I'm your best friend, and that's a bit sad. No,
I love you to that,
I
but
love
I
you
need
too.
like a
This is a
group of
great.
4 girls.
This is a great
you know?
friendship,
It is.
but it's also a lot of male energy.
Yeah.
I'm a lot of all energies.
Yes.
So I feel like people who are my friends do need a palate cleanser.
Hmm.
And God bless Amra and Anis's heart because I'm their only friend.
But it's like, who else? Like, I'll have Amala come over, but she's not really like the girliest girl of them all.
Yeah,
So then I'm like, I need a gossip. I need a Sex in the City group.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, I need something just that, like, that is like female energy around me. That
And then
is
it's
big.
me and you,
Yeah.
the two Samanthas.
Yeah. It's like, well, where do we go from here?
I'm kidding. We're both what's her face. R. Ruh. Ruh. What's the like preppy one?
Oh, but I'm not her.
I know. I'm just saying it because I'm.
There's so it's Samantha, Carrie, Charlotte.
I'm Charlotte. I'm
You're
Charlotte.
Charlotte. And there's a feminist.
You're none of them. I really don't see you. You're the city. You're the
I'm
city.
the city.
I'm just the size of the city.
Everyone would love to be a Samantha. I am a Samantha in spirit, not in
Yeah.
activity.
I'm a Samantha and appreciating Samanthas. I am the city of New York.
City of New York.
Anyways, so you're Anne Hathaway. I'm
Yes.
okay. We would both love in this situation to be Helena Bonham Carter.
Absolutely.
Well, to wear her passion,
To be
to
her in
be
every.
that part, to be. Neither of us have the capabilities,
No.
nor like the start of a capability that it might grow into. You know, because
Yeah.
we're doing like
Nobody can do what
we're
she does in general.
over exaggerating our features.
Mhm.
I'm Mindy Kaling because she's
Yeah.
basically doing Lego.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta put this here and this
Yeah,
there. and
she's
that.
doing like a little.
Yeah.
And that's I
Yeah.
found my job. I found what I want to be.
Yeah.
But we're both wrong because there was 4 old ladies
Yeah.
and 4 old actresses at the end of the movie
Uh-huh.
who were tasked with like selling those diamonds.
Yeah. Make up a fake story to sell these diamonds to get the highest price
And
possible.
then it's 4 ladies being like, "My mother gave me this in the pale moonlight," and she said, and it's
And she's sobbing as she's doing it.
fur
She's so-
coats, husband dead. You know, it's
I love the one that's like, well, I inherited this from, and I can't, I don't, if it's, is it worth anything? And then the guy's like, yeah, it's worth a lot. And she's like, oh, is it? How much? It's being so like,
no,
love it.
and then we were like, "Oh, we were wrong.
Yeah.
We're those 4 women.
Mhm.
We are those 4
Because
women."
I'm always ready for a play. I'm always ready for.
Oh, I'm any
Give
moment,
me a
any moment.
scam.
We're there's that Trixie and Katya scene where a person asks, you're on the first date, and it's not going.
Mhm.
What do you do? And Trixie goes like, it's you have to sit it out, and then you go home, and then you go like, hey, this didn't work. And then Katja goes like, no, you shit yourself.
Yes.
You shit yourself. And then Trixie goes like, I think you're just looking for a yes and moment.
Mm.
And she goes like, Katja's like, no, no. You can't make it about them. You make it about you.
Yeah.
I just shit myself.
I gotta go.
And then and then you throw over a fountain, and
Yes.
and then Trixie goes like, I love him. I love imagining it going like, oh my god, oh my, and then you exit the restaurant and you go, still got it.
Yeah.
And then she goes like, you don't even go to a date. You
Yeah.
go eat alone. You act that you've shat yourself. That's us.
Yeah.
Um, I who do you think had the hardest job there? I mean, except coming up with the plan.
Yeah. Hardest job. Well,
Aquafina.
Aquafina.
Aquafina's character. That's why I
Absolutely.
asked the question.
Yeah.
I want to talk
Yeah.
about the all.
'Cause she has the job there.
It's
Because for everybody else, it was like, oh, steal this, hide this, go, like, run
Yeah.
out, like, da-da. And she was like, I have to sit here and fix, like, deassemble the necklace and, like,
well, no, she didn't deassemble it. Mindy Kaling did.
oh, wait.
Aquafina is the sleight of hand person.
Okay. I feel like Mindy Kaling then had.
No,
Well, like, what?
no, because I think Aquafina, in general, that's this art that, however much perfected it is, you know why I stopped right now?
Hmm.
Because I was wondering if this part was a shit.
Shit yourself.
I was talking
Are
about
you,
it too much.
are you bored at our date right now? Do you not like me?
I shit myself. No, I feel like Aquafina is an art that can never be mastered to utter perfection,
Okay.
and then she has the most room for error.
Yeah.
And Mindy Kaling, I feel like she's been doing it for a while, and it's this job that you can perfect,
Yeah.
and that you can like, chick, 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 I have my hands for this.
Okay.
That's why I feel like I would be Mindy Kaling. I would be doing that for so long, for
Mhm.
so long, for so long, and I would get,
They're perfect,
like
and there's
Legos,
no-
because it's
Yeah, and there's not a lot of room for error.
yeah.
Yeah, but
There's-
but for me, it's like hers was the longest, and like if you got caught, like none of them had a chance to get caught as much as she did.
Oh
Mindy
no, she
Kaling.
had the door closed.
Yeah, but it's still like if okay,
For
scenario.
you,
Mhm.
Sandra Bullock's job was the hardest.
Well, yeah,
She had to speak German.
yes. Maiden toilette.
Damentoilette,
Sorry.
Maiden.
Dame.
Damentoilette. Schweine.
Toilette.
Schweine.
Um.
I love when she sees Heidi Klum and she goes like, dieses klar, alt,
Yeah.
sag niemanden. I love Heidi Klum. I would give both my kidneys for Heidi Klum.
I
And you know
would
me
give
and salt.
just to. So, I would give everything for a night out with her. Because I know she's not going to take me to a club. It's going to be something. You know what I mean?
We'll
Like,
jump out of a plane.
we'll go, like, there's this thing. Like, let's go to a sewer. Like, anything.
A sewer?
So, like,
A s-
Ninja Turtles.
yeah, underground.
Yeah, underground sewer. Yeah, it should be that. Let's just go there. I'd be like, yes, let's. Oh, there's this cool thing here.
Now, what I love about Heidi Klum, so Heidi Klum is the person who is running the Germany's Next Top Model show. She is everything Tyra Banks wants to be.
Absolutely. I hate Tyra Banks.
Tyra wants to be relatable and fun and quirky and Heidi
hate-
is fun and quirky.
You know what I hate about Tyra Banks?
What do you hate about
let me
Tyra
go on a
Banks?
bit of a tangent here.
Okay.
She flip flops so much,
Yeah.
and it pisses me off when she. And also the whole like America's Next Top Model
Mhm.
gig is the most like they shaved off a woman's tooth to give her a bigger gap, like shaved her head bald and be like, okay, serve now. And then she couldn't serve because she looked like a monster. and,
I love.
and then they were like, no, you're out. You told her to do it. It's the most. And then that scene of her being like, "No, we all believed in you." And
it was because the girl didn't
Didn't care.
make a scene
Yeah, about
about she was just being like, bye
Okay.
guys.
Yeah. And she was like, "We all believe you." Like you're the one who voted her out, and now
Yeah.
you're screaming at her because she's not screaming.
Yeah.
On like what? Anyway, but like she had the whole thing of like skinny and like, you gotta be skinny. And then when she had her own show,
Surprising.
yeah, when she had her own show, and then she was like, she gained weight, and then she was like, and this is what a real woman looks like, and then she showed her belly and her stretch marks and shit. And I'm like, no, fuck you, you're fat.
But
Like,
yeah, yeah, no, it's and there's also like she saw a black girl with a gap tooth and she was like, we gotta fix that. And she saw a white girl with a gap tooth and she was like, oh, we should make it wider.
and how do you do that as a black woman? Be my question.
What?
Tyra Banks.
Uh huh.
You know what
Okay.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how
How
are
do
you
you be
racist
racist
as a
as a
black
black
woman?
woman? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then on the other hand, Heidi Klum is perfection.
Yes.
Heidi Klum is
Never done anything wrong in her life.
absolutely. She's Heidi Klum is so good, and I love her.
Yeah.
Except that one time she took a guy's dreads off.
I don't know about that.
She-
I liked my life before I did.
no, no, no. It wasn't like woof. It's the funniest story because my dad was so invested because we all watched Germany's Next Top Model in our house back in the day, and it's it's the like the girls' family and boyfriends and whatever they want come to visit them. It's like the second to
Yeah.
last episode and shit like that. And this girl's boyfriend comes and he has dreads, like big, like Bob Marley dreads. And she looks at him and she goes like, hmm. I kid you not.
Look.
She does like a, like pointing at him. She's like, ooh. And then she goes like, what about a little change? And then they take off his dreads and he looks horrendous without him. Like that was his style.
Yeah.
And then I remember my dad watching it and he just went like, horrendous. Like when they took it off, he was just like, it's
Oh.
horrendous. But no, she's just so fun about like, let's have a little change.
Yeah.
Why don't we surprise her?
Also, her Halloween costumes are iconic and
We
will
have to mention them.
forever remain.
You know what they say? The early bird catches the worm.
Oh,
My favorite one of hers was her being Jessica Rabbit.
yeah.
Oh, a photorealistic. Oh, and Fiona from Shrek.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that she went as the ogre version.
Yeah.
Of course she did. I love her.
Yeah. Because she's never like she's a
She's not
very
coming to Halloween like I'm gonna be like slutty, but like
yeah. She's very like I'm aware that I'm beautiful. I want to be funny,
yeah,
and she just does it, and it's so good every time. And she goes full out. Like I know that took 12 hours to make.
absolutely. There's probably
Yeah.
like prosthetics on
Mhm.
all of them.
Yeah.
Anyways, the movie.
Yes.
Aquafina's job for me is really. I think it's because I can't wrap my head around such perfect hand
Yeah.
movements that are.
I don't think it's even like a hand movement thing. I think it's a distraction thing.
It's a flow.
Yeah.
That's the
You
thing.
have to like distract the person
there's
and be like,
but there's the flow, and you have to roop, and they shouldn't
yeah.
feel it.
She's a pickpocket for anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah, she's a pickpocket. She's a sleight of hand
Yeah.
criminal, and um, what else was there? No, I feel like Kate Blanchett got a pretty easy job
What was her job really? You know what I mean?
serving cunt.
She was just there to be like, okay.
I think she was like
She was
co-creator. She
yeah,
assembled them.
yeah.
She was a co. She was like with
She was
Sandra
the
B,
director.
and she was the chef.
Yeah, but that was like just to like
Yeah, apart. She was
yeah, to
playing.
be like, oh, I have to keep an eye on
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
nothing.
And
But
I think she was just keeping everybody in line.
yeah. No, but she's there to just be there and in the most perfect way. And
Absolutely.
I
No, she's
just
she's the
love her.
director there. She's like Sandra's
Yeah.
side
And
character.
but she stole
Sidekick.
it. She just, oh.
Oh,
And the
she
way they
stole the show.
she stole and the way they
Stealing. Heist movie.
the way they create like everything about her is so dream come true for me.
Absolutely. So what do you like about this movie? What aspects of the movie do you like?
What I like about it in general, I told you that is that I love that it was like a female remake that they didn't fuck
Hey,
up.
what? It's a femquill.
Femquill or
No,
femake.
it's a femake and it's a femquill.
Yes.
So these are words I invented
Yes.
for like female like gender.
TM.
Yeah.
But it's a thing of like
Ghostbusters fucked it up.
Ghostbusters sucked,
Yeah.
and they had every opportunity
We're
to
saying
make
this.
it.
We're people who watched it.
Yes.
I
And
didn't finish it. I walked out.
no, but I'm saying like they had every opportunity to make it really good because they had the funniest women on that show, on that movie. Like, well, Melissa
No,
McCarthy.
but I'm saying it gets to a point where you have all these people. It's too much SNL.
No, but that's the thing. It's so much like Melissa McCarthy was in it fine. Kate McKinnon was in is in SNL, but she has done a lot of
No,
movies
Kate
and
McKinnon for me was
brilliant.
the highlight of that
Yes.
movie. But my thing is, you have too many of the same. I'm not saying the same comedy. You have too many funny women
Yeah.
being
That's the
like,
thing. The movie wasn't funny, and you had ever like, and I feel like all of them did their best with the writing that they got. The writing of the
absolutely,
movie sucked. There was
absolutely,
nothing. There was not a funny joke written there.
yeah.
It just had them like glazing over, like gasping over. What's his name? Who was in it? Miley Cyrus's
Chris
Chris
Hemsworth.
Hemsworth.
No, it's Miley Cyrus's ex's brother.
Okay, but they were like, and the whole movie is just so stupid, and they could have made it really funny because they had the perfect cast.
And then they did Ocean's 8.
And they did a perfect cast. They
Did
made
it
it amazing, beautiful,
did a
brilliant.
perfect cast. And everybody's a woman in their own way.
Yes, and everybody has their own thing going on, and everybody, and it's not even like, but also it's a movie that's not made to be funny.
Yeah, no,
It's
it's
a action.
what I no no no. What I love about this movie, it has this flow.
Yeah,
It's not like it's not Catch Me If You Can.
yeah,
It's not s- robbing a bank.
yeah,
It's a heist movie, and for it to go, the plan was to take it, to not be noticeable.
yeah,
You can't have them like, oh my god, explosions everywhere. No, and the whole movie, it has this tempo
smooth.
that's calm.
Yeah,
It's fast, but it's calm
yeah, and it's
because
smooth, and it's
yeah,
everything has to go right. Every
everything has to go, and
detail.
everything did go right, and then you have this satisfaction of seeing everything after everything after
Yeah,
everything go exactly right, and that's
yeah.
what I love about it. Because a lot of heist movies, and I love a good heist movie.
Hmm.
I love a good heist, but a lot of heist movies are like, let's make it bigger, let's make it
Yeah, and it's like, ooh,
explosions.
everything got fucked up. How are they gonna get out of this
Yeah.
situation?
Grabbing onto an airplane tire or getting
Yeah,
up
to get
into the
up.
air.
Yeah,
Like it's Tom Cruise is there for some reason.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
but it's done in a. I can't stress this enough. If the cast hadn't been what it was, I don't think I would watch it at all.
My
Because
thing
I'm
is,
not a heist movie girl. But
I'm a heist person.
yeah,
But that's the thing. I will never go like heist movies, but like I will watch a millisecond of a heist movie
I'm being told.
seated,
Yeah, I'm
seated
seated.
instantly.
Yeah.
There was in my uh, podcast story called Night Vale.
Uh-huh.
There's like 4 episodes where they have a heist. I think they're 4 of my favorite
Yeah.
episodes. It's so good,
Yeah.
but it, I just love it.
Yeah.
It's
If he really did pick
because
like,
the movie doesn't stress me out.
yeah, it's just it
It's
flows and it's there,
I
but you're still excited. You're still like,
yeah,
oh, this is
the
fun.
concentration is there
Yeah,
the whole time. I
it
don't know.
all makes
Tell the
sense.
audience a bit about watching movies with me.
Where do I begin?
Where do you begin?
Like from the kicking, from the grabbing my arm, from the screaming, from
From
the
the lifting your leg to break it.
yes, from the
It's so. Do you know how straight people watch?
football.
There's
He
this
had a whole bit.
scene. Okay, there's this scene. It wasn't a bit, Salma. I felt it.
Real.
I felt this from the bottom of my soul. So it's the scene when they all finished this heist,
Hmm.
and then this was blatant fan service because some of them could have just walked out,
Yeah,
but no, they made them all wear like the ones that weren't in dresses dressed up
yeah,
to get the diamonds,
uh-huh.
and then they wore the diamonds and went out.
Yeah,
And and so then it's Aquafina. I love that they put Aquafina in like hoodie. I mean, because Rihanna was also in hoodies, but Rihanna's
yeah,
like
perfect.
she's always
Yeah,
like you see Rihanna's face, you love Rihanna.
yeah,
But Aquafina is in this like really like street boy getup, and then she goes out in this dress, and her hair is made and everything, and I was so like, oh my god, thank God that they.
Yeah.
So it's that, and then the whole time I know that the last person they're gonna show is Kate Blanchett, and I go like, they're going for a touchdown, they're going for a touchdown, and then it's like, and they're walking down the stairs, and I'm like, they're giving the ball, they're running down the street, they're running, and then Kate Blanchett's appearing, and I go, and there's a touchdown, there's a touchdown.
And we vote at the same time. What? I get sports.
And
God, I cannot stress this
she's the
enough.
only one in a jumpsuit.
Yes, and she
It
looked the
so
best.
she looked the best. She
And-
looked the best. Although I have to give credit to my girl Aquafina. I loved Sarah Paulson's look as well.
I feel I like Sarah Paulson's look least,
Really?
which is weird for me to say.
No, because she was a girl boss in there. Because
No,
she was
I
like
didn't-
organizing. I'm organizing.
Yeah, but
I'm
I
not
didn't
here
like
to
her
turn
dress.
looks. I like her dress.
I
I
didn't
like.
like-
Do you not like the shoulders?
No,
I
I
love
didn't
the
like it because
shoulders.
they put everyone in what they would usually wear as themselves.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, Kate Blanchett would wear the jumpsuit
Yeah.
as Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock would wear the dress that she wore
Yeah.
as Sandra Bullock. Like Rihanna,
I mean,
especially.
Rihanna looked like
Rihanna.
That's something Rihanna would wear.
That's
except,
Rihanna.
Like she doesn't usually have the dreads.
Yeah, but like her dress,
The dress was.
she
good,
wore
yeah,
that
yeah.
dress 3 times.
Yeah, but Sarah Paulson didn't because she's the caterer there, and they had to put her in like a caterer type dress. Not
Yeah,
not
but-
a caterer, and then she couldn't change.
Yeah, but you could have given her like a Sarah Paulson as.
Well, they gave her an American Horror Story,
Yeah.
so you know
Uh,
you win some, you lose some.
yeah.
No, but I like her dress despite all of those flaws because I like that she was like, oh, I'm getting things done. I'm running.
Yeah, yeah,
things
yeah.
done. I have a
You really like Sarah in this one.
what?
You like Sarah in this
I really like Sarah in this one because I've been on many tangents about Sarah not being a good screen actress because she is acting for the back room, like back
Si-
of the room, like
No, she's acting for camp.
yeah, she's acting for camp because
But she's acting for camp in camp things. Let's be
yeah,
real
yeah.
here.
No. I'm saying this,
Okay.
but the thing is, she rarely gets good directors.
Yeah. No.
Is it,
Our dog is barking at stuff.
is it the
Is it
police?
the police?
Hello, the media. No,
Um,
but she has directors who are like, okay, portray the scene with no emotion,
Mhm.
and it's like, so my mother died,
Yeah. No.
and then it's like, okay, now slap her. Sarah reacts, and then somebody slaps her. And she's like,
Yeah. No, I feel like Sarah Paulson was great for everything that she was in for what it was.
Yeah.
Because she will be in a very serious thing and she'll give a
she was
really
great
good
in OJ
performance.
versus the People.
That's what I'm saying. She will give a
She
performance.
is good with a good director.
Yeah.
Definitely. But there's the sad part. She's rarely with a good director.
Yeah, and
And
it's
in
gonna be.
here was one of the rare moments where we could see her do a good job at a good part.
Yeah, and in a slow pace too. It wasn't about her.
Yeah.
So it was
she
like
just there.
just you know.
She was a mother.
She's a mother. That's all she is.
Yeah.
Um.
Let me just check something for a second. Okay, I gotta pause for a quick minute.
So
Now that I've won the war, now that I, I've been abducted by aliens for a quick second.
We get back though. It's
Yeah.
good.
So we watched this movie twice. The first time,
I watched it 10 times.
yeah, I mean, we together.
Yes.
I watched it with you, just.
Yeah,
I never watched it
twice.
alone. But, like, I watched it the first time with you, and it was fun. You were at my place, and I didn't expect the movie to be so good, because I don't know why. Maybe sexism.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Like I am a very I'm a cast person. I will look up Melissa McCarthy movies and then
Yeah.
watch that. Like Kate Blanchett Madonna movie. Like I'll go with I like a person that I'll be like, oh, I want to see
Yeah,
them. So
yeah.
what? So maybe you just thought that was just like a random movie that I like because of.
For
'cause of
me,
that.
no, because the thing is, you will show me, like, good average movies.
Yeah.
Let's say that. Whenever I show you a movie, I will either show you, like, trash that I think is hilarious,
Yeah.
something that's extremely comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
or, like, genuine beautiful art.
Yeah.
And then you will be the one who's like, John, there's this movie, and I'm like, it was too popular, so I considered it, like, so average, and then you
Mhm.
show it to me, and I'm like, That was amazing.
Yeah,
Like I did not have high expectations of A League of Their Own.
you liked it.
I
I
loved it.
didn't ask you about your opinion, and I really wanted to know.
It's a really good
Oh,
movie. I did like it's really fun. It really gets going. It's a feel good movie.
yeah,
It's something that I would put on with like Mamma Mia and shit like that.
yeah.
I feel like the ending drags a little bit when they come back and it's a bit too much.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's a first time.
no,
I'm a
no, no, no,
very
no, no,
first time
no, no,
bitch.
no. I get it. I get it. I get it. It could have just been that ending part would have just a
Yeah,
little shorter would have been good.
yeah.
Because you feel like, oh, the movie ended, and then there's this big scene, and it's like, yeah, sure, it fits as an ending, but yeah, I really liked the movie. It was a really enjoyable
I
rom.
almost killed my boyfriend over it.
I know. I heard
That
you
was so
guys
fun.
fighting.
No, it was when he was here. I kept hitting him with a pillow. Cause you know what I don't like about him? He'll go in a he'll make a joke once,
And he'll
and
go.
we'll both laugh,
Mm.
or like people around him will laugh, and then he will just pound it to the death. And I'm
And
not
we don't
saying
do
like
that.
no, but here's the thing: we'll do it as a continuum.
Yeah,
Like we'll make a joke and then be like let's say we're referencing something, we're gonna quote the whole
yeah,
episode of a
yeah.
show. He will say the joke, we'll all laugh, and then 10 minutes later he'll be like, "What about that joke I said? Wasn't that funny?" So done it like it's almost like it's a league of their own. Isn't that fun? And then he'll keep going and going
Yeah,
with it to a point where it pisses me off because I'm like, it's a good movie. You're sitting there shitting on it, and
yeah.
it's important to me. And it's
That's why I get confused because I'm
shut
like
up.
I shit on it in equal measures because I shit on everything.
Yes, but there's a difference, but because you'll move with the scenes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like you'll see a scene, you'll make a joke about it. You'll see another one, you'll make a joke
yeah,
about it,
yeah.
and it's all in good
You know
fun.
what's my favorite scene? Well, favorite joke that I made in my life, probably now. It's so there's a character who's described as ugly,
hmm
and her mom died,
hmm
and I'm like, sure, sure, the person, the only person who could love your face died, but that doesn't mean you're ugly.
No, but that's what I mean. And then the next joke will be like, and then, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's always like, and his whole thing is like, if he sees that I'm slightly annoyed by something,
oh,
he
he'll
will
double
double
down.
down
Yeah,
every time, and it's always for the
and
like,
I never get at the end. There's been a few times where he asked me like, what did I do?
yeah.
And I'm like, how do you not understand?
Do not. If I visibly look at you angry and tell you why I'm upset verbally, and I explain it to you completely, and he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna continue doing it," and then I get mad, and he's like, "What?"
Mhm.
No, but that it really pissed me off because I was like, when we lay down to sleep, and I'm like, "Why do you shit on me to get the validation of people around you?"
Yeah,
And he was like, but then you look at her like psychoanalysis, and it's like it's really not. It's
yeah,
very painfully
yeah.
obvious.
And then he tried to explain it to me, being like, John's my boy.
Yeah,
And I'm like, cause you're being nice to me doesn't mean I won't be on her side.
yeah.
Anyways, so we watched the movie for the first time.
Mhm,
So this is a 2 hour movie. And there's an extended cut if you're watching with John,
mhm.
where we go deep down into the history, the present, and the future of Connor Donovan.
Connor Donovan is a barely a character.
Connor, there's a
He's a
scene.
nothing. He's a
There's a
busboy.
there's a scene where there's a busboy and they like sneak the diamonds into a thing he's carrying, and
He doesn't know.
he
He's just
doesn't
there
know
to carry it.
he's there to carry it, and he asks his friend like, does he have weed?
And that all the entirety of his presence on screen is 15 seconds. There's nothing more.
Let's be
Oh,
honest,
there's at the end where
there's a good 3 minutes. Like I would say 3 minutes
all together.
altogether.
Sure.
Altogether, there's a good
I'm
three.
sorry. There are a good 3 minutes of this
There's a
man on
good
screen.
3 minutes of this man on screen, and every time I have to stop and I turn to Selma and I said, I will be disgusting. And I have explained to Selma many disgusting things that I would do. What
Yeah.
I proceeded to explain is the most beautiful sexual experience that I've
Poetic even.
poetic to a point, but it was disgusting because it is not enough for Connor Donovan.
Nothing
It's
will ever be enough.
nothing will ever be enough, and that's the sad part.
Yeah.
It's Connor Donovan. He has
Name last. This man is probably a waiter somewhere right now. Like full, like probably just
He's
works at a hotel clerk.
he
Like
is
he's
hiccuping his ass off, right? I
yeah,
don't know
but
if
I'm
this is
like
a worldly joke of like people hiccuping if you mention them, but like that's a
probably,
joke though.
but it's like it's a he's not an actor, and by like he is. I mean, he was acting in the movie, but he's not like Pedro. But like, there's nothing about. He's probably like a hotel clerk right now. The amount of fandom that's coming out of you right now for this man, he should know. He would
I
appreciate
feel
it a
like
lot.
imagine one day I just go to America randomly
Yes. And randomly by the strike of fate.
and I ring the bell
Can
and
I
he
unplug?
sure I think it's filled enough. And I turn around and it's Connor
Connor.
Donovan and I go like, excuse me, are you look just
The
like
love of my life.
you look just like Connor Donovan. And imagine like he would be like, is this
Yeah.
he would be like, is this a hidden camera? Like,
Yeah.
is this are you did my friends put you up to this? Are they they're still bullying me about doing that movie way back when? And I'm like Connor Donovan.
You have changed my life. You show him a tattoo of him on your arm.
It's I have a like on my left leg I have like a full calf Bayonetta tattoo and then on my right calf a full Connor Donovan. It's he is no something about his face just clicks with me. He could beat me.
Mhm.
Like he could tell me that I'm stupid, that I'm worthless, that I hate you, you're disgusting. Give me $500. He could be the worst husband ever,
Yeah.
but
I'd stay.
that's an oxymoron. Connor Donovan being the worst husband ever, that just doesn't go together.
Yeah.
So it's and I've forgotten about him. I really have. And then we watched this movie, and he appeared for a millisecond.
Like, that's him.
I
That's my
paused, and I was
boy.
like, Selma, remember last time we watched this movie? And she was like, what? And I was like, there's this man in this movie.
I shit you not. I want to paint a picture of the scene. He walks by, and they have to like get the necklace from the bathroom to the kitchen.
Yeah, the
And
necklace is the precious thing that they're stealing.
yes. So one of them gets the necklace and just like casually puts it on his tray, and he takes it to the
Connor
kitchen.
Donovan's tray.
Connor Donovan's tray, and he takes it to the kitchen with he doesn't know anything, so he's talking to this guy, being like, "So you have any weed? Like, should we get high?" And like that's a conversation, and then nothing about him up until the end, up until the insurance guy is like investigating like who stole the necklace, and they're talking to him, and he's
And
like,
it's a joke of like, it's not my weed, you know.
yeah, it's him being like, and I didn't know, and it was my friend's idea, and I was just being going along with it, and he just
And
goes
how
like, it's
important
not
was
even
that?
my weed.
One might say they couldn't have done it without Connor Donovan.
Prayer.
Imagine if they got somebody more attentive.
Mhm.
Imagine if somebody was like, it's this diamond necklace that I'm carrying.
This thing on my tray right now. No, but that my whole point is like that's the only that's all he
He's
did.
nothing in this movie. This is a 2 hour movie. He's in it 3 minutes,
3 minutes,
maybe
but it's
4
it's
if we're
for
being
it's
generous.
everything to you.
To me, it means the world because it's he's his. I'm being very serious right now. We were very joking. I mean, something about his face clicks so much to me. It's
Okay.
like everything about your face is perfect in a way that makes me feel attracted to you in a way where if I had sex with you, I would be turned on and I wouldn't be like there's men where I'm like, you're so beautiful, having sex with you would be diminishing your beauty.
Mm.
I need to, like you're a
Ethereal.
ethereal, yeah. Like seeing you nude, I'm like, ooh, I'm attracted.
Mhm.
Me, my disgusting ass being like sullying
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
No, I just don't mean me. I mean like anybody
Yeah.
shouldn't
Shouldn't have the privilege.
shouldn't have the privileges of touching
Yes.
you, Pedro Pascal.
Thinking the whole time.
And then
Him and the priest from Fleabag.
oh yeah. And then then there comes this guy where I'm like, you are this ethereal beauty, but you also I would
I wouldn't feel bad about
I
having
would
sex with you.
I would love to walk down the street with you and hold your hand.
Mhm.
And
And that's beautiful.
I saw him for a second and I felt that.
Yes.
And I had to pause the movie. And I just Connor Donovan, if you're out there,
Please.
please. That if I was famous, I would use it for that.
Uh-huh.
I'd be
What
like,
was you?
Connor Donovan,
Connor
I'm
Donovan.
so I deeply apologize if you're straight and this is embarrassing and awkward for you. I would just like to say, whatever hardships you're going through, I wish God would take them from you and give them to me.
Yeah, absolutely. See, I'm that way, but I'm that way about Kate Blanchett.
But that's not interesting because she's in the
She
movie.
is Kate Blanchett. You
She's
know,
Kate
like I get
Blanchett in
that,
the movie.
but I'm like,
Maybe it's because it's a female-led cast, so I saw a man and I was like, a man. Selma, it's a man. Selma, it's a man. But it's God, Connor Donovan. So yeah, no, I love this movie. I love the pace of the movie. And something we haven't seen the other Oceans movie. Maybe we should.
sure.
Maybe we should
Yeah,
one
but
day.
am I gonna care as much?
No, we will not care as much, but maybe they're really good heist movies.
Probably. Like I
They're-
like the lore of the movie.
yeah,
You know,
they're
I
probably
liked
really
it.
good heist
Oh, we're
movies.
gonna get.
And I
I
want,
love a movie where a bad guy wins.
yeah,
Always.
and you know why I want to watch it?
Hmm.
I just want the ending scene of this movie to hit harder,
Okay. Yeah. 'Cause
where Sandra Bullock
goes to his
goes to his
her
grave
brother's. Yeah.
and she goes, "You would have loved it."
Which was so. I loved. Oh.
Also, it's George
Even
Clooney.
without watching it, I'm like,
George Clooney.
beautiful, and I loved it. Like you would have loved it,
You
and
would have
that's
loved.
it. Ends there. There's nothing more
Yeah,
that
you
needed to
would
be
have
said.
loved it.
You would have loved
You
it,
would have loved it.
and I
And I,
also love the scene where it's like, "Is that your brother?" And she's like, "Yeah."
you
Like,
sure
oh,
he's
I'm
not?
sure he's like, no,
No.
no,
And it's
and
so like it's not being like, oh, there might be a sequel, wink, wink.
yeah, no,
It's
it's
very
like,
like, no,
no, I'm not sure he's that because it's such
because
a like,
he's that character,
yeah, he would have
probably.
gotten away with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
No, I love it because I also feel like it's competent writers going like, yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's a
It
fair.
works.
It
Yeah.
works as a sequel to the Oceans
Yeah.
franchise, so it's a fair statement to say
Yeah.
that he would have loved it, and
Yeah.
that I
And
appreciate that.
he
So I
would
want
have.
to watch the other
Yeah.
movies as well.
That's such a like. Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character,
Mhm.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. Who's
I'm
yours?
gonna do you now, being like, "Who's your favorite character?" You can't say Helena Bonham
I
Carter.
have this thing with Selma. I know Selma very deeply. I know,
You really do.
I know. I'm 3 steps ahead of Selma, even if
Everything.
she doesn't know what the steps are.
Yes.
I am
Always be like anything we do, anything we want. Who's your favorite character? But you can't say Gloria. Who's your favorite character? Like who's your favorite?
Golden Girl, but you can't say Blanche.
Yeah, like it's always like I know exactly what it is, but I need more.
Yeah.
Like,
I need a conversation.
Yeah, I need the underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go like, who's your favorite character, but not Kate Blanchett. Okay,
Yeah.
so who's my favorite character, but not Helena Bonham Carter?
Yes.
Because that is an obvious choice for me.
Yes.
I mean, Sandra Bee's great. Kate Blanchett's great. Aquafina, she just has the style that I don't jive with.
Mhm.
Um, Mindy Kaling, I love her work.
Mhm.
Not her work, not what Mindy Kaling did, because she wrote Velma and she can go kill herself. But I love the character.
Her work in the movie.
No. She like what she does,
In the
but
movie.
but she doesn't have a lot of moments except that moment with Helena Bonham Carter, where
Mhm.
Helena Bonham Carter is speaking French and she goes, "We."
We we
That's the thing. She's
yeah.
not a big presence in the movie, and I would have to say I love to see a suburban mom win.
Sarah
So
Paulson.
it's Sarah Paulson. It
Okay.
really I really enjoyed
Yeah.
Sarah Paulson in this movie, and I think it's a thing for me where I see Sarah Paulson, who I do love and appreciate
Mm.
to some point, and I keep seeing her in shit.
That's my problem with it too. Is like Sarah Paulson is a great actress.
Yes,
And
this is like I've seen her in OJ versus the People, but that also is a thing where you gotta overact a little bit.
yeah.
This is where I see her, and I'm like, I really want to see her in something competent.
Yes.
And this is competent. I want to see her just
yeah.
a bit more
And the
greatness.
thing with her is she really like because I'm a very like I'll obsess over celebrities and I'll watch all the interviews they're in whatever.
Yeah.
So I in everything like okay when she did OJ versus People.
Yeah.
She was like
OJ versus People. You're being like you're talking like OJ versus People.
People. But so the interviews that she did with that, she was like, I can't watch it because I will notice certain things that I did wrong. Like, okay, so the real
Yeah, she speaks Chinese.
Marsha was a left-handed. She was a left-handed, like what's the word? Left-handed
She's a
person.
left hand. She's a lefty.
She's a lefty. Lefty.
Lefty.
Um, so anytime that I see myself on screen pick something up with the right hand, I'm gonna cringe at it.
Yeah, no,
She'll go at lengths to do, and the fuck. And we really, I know you don't care about it, like the Monica Lewinsky
I
part,
know. We'll watch. Don't worry.
but she did that character so good, and I like you can't tell it's her, and I like yeah, there's a lot of prosthetics on her and shit, but to a point of walking differently, sounding differently,
Hmm.
everything. Like she's a really great actress. The problem is what fucked her, or aka who fucked her. What's his name?
Sam Levinson liked
No, come on. What's his name?
Portia de Rossi. You're usually the one who tells me his name. Fuck off.
Who, the creator of Glee, the creator of
It's a
American
funny.
Horror Story.
It's a kind of funny name. What's his face?
Fuck me.
You usually tell me
I
the name.
know.
You're usually the one to tell me the name.
But the problem is he fucked her. He fucked her with American Horror Story. I mean, to be fair, he put her put her on screen, put her on, do it. But his shows are very camp, and then she has to be very camp, and then. But she's also a theater actress too, so it's like she was good.
Whatever she does in American Horror Story would be really great in like a serious theater
Yeah.
adaptation.
But the reason why she's a meme is because he created her a meme, and then the memes had spiraled. But she's a
Yeah.
really, really good.
No, she's I used to say that she's a bad actress.
Yeah.
That's because no, because I was able to look past American Horror Story being like this is camp.
Mm,
I saw her in the movie Glass, but
okay.
now I'm looking back and I'm like that's M. Night Shyamalan's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing she says is
Yeah.
believable in that thing at all.
Yeah.
So Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy, fuck her. Anyway,
Ryan
he
Murphy.
fucked her up.
Ryan Murphy
Fucked her
her.
whole career. But also created her career.
He fucked her harder than um what's his face? Zachary Quinto in season 2 of American Horror Story.
Yes.
That's a very dark joke for you guys who get it.
It's for the girls who get it.
So if you get it, you get it. Honestly, at this point, the dolls are the dolls.
Yeah. My favorite.
Aside
Except for
from
Kate
Kate
Blanchett.
Blanchett. And you can't say Sandra Bee.
I can't say Sandra Bullock. I can say
No,
Kate
because
Blanchett.
she's the main character. I don't think
Yeah.
anybody is ever allowed to say the main character.
Yeah. Because, like, for what?
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously.
Yeah.
Which what? Because, like, okay, let's take out the main three: Helena,
Sandra Bee, and Kate. Yeah.
Um,
Because also
something you always say Sandra Bee.
you know,
Either Sandra or Sandra Bullock. Nobody says Sandra Bee.
somebody in a form of media once said Sandra Bee, and it stuck to me so hard.
Okay.
Sandra Bee.
I like that they put Rihanna in the movie.
I love Rihanna.
Yeah,
I love
her
Rihanna.
in the
I can
movie
see
too.
her as a good fourth. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
'Cause
for me,
she's-
it's Sarah Paulson, but
yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah. But the character is not really resonating
you
with
you
me.
were not as obsessed with Sarah Paulson in this
Which
movie.
is weird because I'm
Yeah.
always obsessed with
But
her.
maybe it's because there wasn't like she wasn't shining.
She wasn't the girl.
She wasn't Sarah Paulson.
Yeah, she wasn't Kate Blanchett in
She
the movie.
she wasn't screaming and crying and saying, "Oh, poor Shelby."
Exactly. So for what?
For what?
Why even
Why
have
was
her?
she even there? Yeah.
What? I like.
Do you want to come here tonight or tomorrow?
I don't know. It's pretty late.
Yeah, let's do it tomorrow we can.
Okay, so here's the plan. We're gonna wake up, do breakfast. I'll do your hair. We'll cut. We'll give him a bath,
Give him a bath.
and then you go home.
And then fuck up.
That's it.
Yeah, no, I love Rihanna in the movie.
Yeah.
And she's a character. She's a character.
No, the movie is very like everyone's playing themselves.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Except for Sarah Paulson.
Yeah. No, because Sarah Paulson is too happy peppy of a person to
But
be
she
in this
could have
movie.
been that in the movie. It's not that she's not that far away from the character. It's not like she's playing a fucking emo chick. You know what I mean?
No. Sarah Paulson is being. Sarah Paulson had to be a character that's a lot more serious than Sarah Paulson is.
I know, but They gave everyone an opportunity to shine except for her, in my humble
Yeah.
opinion.
Now, for me, for me, the fact that she played a character well is an opportunity to shine enough, because she's just been given
Yes,
script after script,
shit
where I
after
feel like
shit.
she has every right to be like, really,
Really. Wow.
really,
Mm.
this. So yeah, no, I always see her and I'm like I feel so happy to see her
Yeah.
in a role where let me tell you the story again. I was a bit sick when I watched the first season of American Horror Story,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't have a lot of Sarah Paulson in it, but
Yeah.
just so we know what we talk about when we're going through American Horror Story. It was so bad that I kept getting more sick as I was watching it. I felt my body
Like
more
crumble.
decompose more and more as I was watching the first season of American
Yeah.
Horror Story, and I couldn't stop watching it because I was like, I Selma told me I have to finish this one so we can watch.
Yeah, cult.
No,
No.
no,
Which is, oh
Apocalypse.
yeah.
So we can
For
watch
Apocalypse, you
Apocalypse.
have to watch all.
Okay,
For Apocalypse,
we're a good way there though.
yeah, we watched
We didn't finish Cult yet.
yeah, but we watched the which one the
We watched the Witch one together.
yeah.
I watched the first season alone, and more alone than I've ever been in my life. It's you know how people say you die alone.
That was it.
I was
I've experienced that.
I was always an anti person when it comes to that expression. In that moment, I don't care if somebody was next to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was dying alone.
Crying alone.
Um. Anyways, we watched Asylum together.
Asylum?
I watched Freak Show on my own.
Yes.
We're watching Cult right now, and
Right now, like the last time was 6 months ago at
6 months
least.
ago on a different Disney Plus account.
Yeah, so now I where were we? I don't know.
No, we're close to the end. We're on the
It's not
episode where we cut one of where the guy cuts his hand off.
okay, don't know. That
Okay.
doesn't mean much.
Come
Everyone
on.
gets died. Everyone gets killed.
Chop. Whatever.
I do wish you watched like the last episode. I think is the best one because Sarah Paulson
Cult?
gave this big speech. Yeah,
No. We'll watch it. We'll
yeah.
finish it. Um, but I can't wait for Roanoke.
It's a really I love it.
I'm really interested in Roanoke.
It's a mockumentary of a mockumentary.
Yeah, I know.
It's so like
And
it's
she says, "Oh my
amazing.
God, poor Shelby."
Yeah. um,
And then I
but we
think we
have
have
to watch all of those to get to D main, which is I feel like I'm overplaying it. I don't expect a masterpiece. Expect
no.
very camp, very what the
No.
fuck is this?
I expect a masterpiece because Myrtle Snow is back in it.
Yes, but
Oh, those poor witches traveling all that way without even a charcuterie plate or a bidet.
Rabide.
I heard it's a tingle in the cooch.
But the whole storyline is there's this guy and he's the devil, and
I
they
know,
have to
because
defeat the
it's
devil.
back to Murder House. It
It's back to
justifies.
Murder House.
It
It's back to
justifies.
witches.
I
It's
heard
back
that
to
it justifies the actions of the serial killer guy because he was possessed by the
yeah.
devil.
Did you see that meme that where it was like, yeah, from the first.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
you
never heard the
you never
people
heard
you
the
love.
people go, right? Why did you rape my mother? God.
The fact that that's a whole. We're gonna have like a once we're done with it, we're gonna have an episode where it's just like,
I need to. I
and
need
it's
to.
not Mother,
It's
it's Smother, but we're still gonna watch it.
it's it's several parts, several characters, several actors
Yeah,
in the show are mother.
yeah. Um,
Kathy
what's her name?
Bates.
Kathy Bates,
Um,
main one.
and the original King Kong.
Yes, her. What's her name?
I don't know.
Fuck her.
She's
Hold
the
on.
best. She's so
She's
fun. What's her face? Guadalupe McGillicuddy. I don't know.
everyone.
I love that I'll go King Kong.
Jessica Lange.
Jessica Lange.
Jessica Lange.
Jessica Lange. King Kong.
That woman is.
Aging phenomenally,
I've
first of
never
all,
seen anybody age better than her.
as a
Not
white person.
yeah, as like just and in this in not in a sense that she looks young. She looks
Gracefully.
old but beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's like you see Cher and you're like, oh, that's a lot of very good plastic surgery.
Very good plastic. You see Madonna, that's a lot of bad
A
plastic
lot of
surgery.
very bad plastic surgery.
Um,
She just wanted that life. Madonna, she just wanted like a back alley.
Yeah, she just
She had the money for a good doctor,
and she was
but
like,
she
no,
chose the back alley.
no.
She wanted it to be done by a drag queen.
Like Madonna is a very beautiful woman. If she just left it alone,
Absolutely, she would
would
have
have been
aged very
beautiful.
gracefully. But no, like you see Cher, and you're like, that's a Barbie.
That's a Barbie, and
Without being like a
she will
drag
die
queen,
like
like
that. Yeah,
two lips, two lips.
yeah,
No,
no.
she's
She will die looking like she's 20. You
yeah.
know that. But Jessica Lange has this like the most
You see that
beautiful
it's an
aging
older
rate.
woman, but
You
it's
see wrinkles,
the
but they
most beautiful.
just amazing, beautiful, beautiful. Um,
Anyways,
Ocean's 8. It was a great movie.
Ocean's
It's a
8 was a
story
great
about friendship.
story. Who do you have a mother of the week?
Oh my god, I always forget about it.
Do you want me to go
You
first?
go first. I'll
But
figure
that's the
something
thing.
out.
I start and then you don't think about it. We'll think about it.
I'll like it will come to me.
But okay, okay. Um, I want to mention a person that's been with me this past week. Thank you so much, Sabrina Carpenter. So much. It's I don't. You know this. I'm not a fan of classic classical music. Just
Mhm.
I mean generic music that's popular.
Yeah.
And I mean it's not that it's popular, it's like Adele is really popular and
Yeah.
she's my favorite singer.
Just poppy.
It's poppy that's very like I like a good fun happy, but I like when fun happy is weird.
Hmm.
I don't like the fun happy that gets in there. And I don't like and I really can't get behind popular edginess. That's why I couldn't get into Billie Eilish for a long
Okay.
time. And then it's something she said, switch it up like Nintendo.
Something about
And she just it's like she said, John,
mm,
listen to this. And I heard
for
switch it up
you.
like Nintendo. And I was in love in a millisecond.
Forever.
And I love her cover of Good Luck Babe. And I think the two songs really coexist well together.
Mhm.
And I rarely finish a song and then just go to the beginning of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people do that constantly. People say that it's like a normal gay thing. I never do it, but I always do it once with her. I
Hmm.
always put it back once
Yeah.
because it's just I need a like 7 hour version that's like Celine Dion's
Yeah.
all coming back to me now.
Yeah, it's
But
just
it's
that.
espresso.
Yeah.
It's, and please, please, please. I just want to thank her, and I would also thank Tina Turner, but I think we should do an episode on Tina Turner. I don't want to talk
Oh,
about Tina Turner in these 3 minutes.
yeah, yeah. She needs her own.
Yeah. Sabrina Carpenter, I give you a little kiss on the forehead.
Yeah.
Tina Turner, I give you both my kidneys, and you know my sodium intake.
You know my, you know how I am with salt. Um, God, I don't know. I thought it would come to me and it did. I'm thinking of like a person
No, because
like in my life.
I always do like a fun thing,
Yeah.
and then you're always like, I saw this child dying in the street.
Yeah, I need to do that every time. I mean, I could be like, I like Sabrina Carpenter, too, like,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Who do you wanna see? Who were you mentioning recently?
Who was I?
Who was I?
Who am I? To be really frank, what the fuck?
Am I?
Is life?
Who am I?
I mean, like that's the thing. I really like the new album, like Billie Eilish, but
Mhm.
but I'm like,
You
what's there
don't
to
you
say?
don't feel as intensely about art the way I do.
Okay.
And I'm not saying I wasn't joshing on you. I just I sit in my home and I'm like
I did. That's the thing. I will
transfixed.
replay like I loved the diner, the song.
Mhm.
It's like to a point of obsessing over, but I'm not like
I know,
have
but
to be.
I meant it in a way of like I'm like this is mother because this
Yeah,
meant so much to me.
yeah. I'm
That's what I
always like,
mean.
well, yeah, that's a thing. But I always think of this segment as like something that happened in our lives, and I can never figure anything out because nothing ever happens to me.
No, but
I'm
it's
so
also
bored.
the stuff that you intake. You don't. Uh, for me, Sabrina Carpenter is something that happened in my life
Yeah,
recently, you
that's
know,
me.
and that
She did
and
it
you
for
you
me.
don't have that in the way of
Yeah,
like I'm obsessing this so much that this piece of art is mother to me.
yeah.
You know, I didn't mean you appreciate art,
Yeah.
Mama,
Hello.
but like I do it in a way where I'm like, what? I'm Mindy Kaling in the office, going like, "Hi, how are you been? Oh my God, Brad and Angelina had a baby.
What's new with you?
I just told you." Very nice.
Oh God. No, I want to have a story, and I never do.
Did you tell me a story about anyone? A lot of good things
Nothing.
happened to me. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I was the one running to you with good news. Usually, you're the one
yeah.
running to me with good
And I'm
news.
just like, well, I got threatened to get fired. That's a big thing that happened.
My boss's mother.
My boss's mother, because honestly, he kind of ate, because he just told me like, we're done. If this happens again, we're done. Not fully in English. We are done.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
love that. I love when I tell a supervisor like, "Hey, I was in the middle of a call and like it broke off," and she goes like, "Ah, scheiße, Bruder."
I don't know.
Um,
Oh, okay. Let's talk about. I saw a video of a girl on TikTok randomly. Okay. So just scrolling. I have never seen a more of a spitting image of
it
me.
was like looking in the mirror. I can attest. I saw the picture.
It's so it's and it's not throughout the whole video. It's just a specific angle that she put her and I went on her page. She looks nothing like me,
Yeah.
but a specific angle
I
of
just saw that screenshot and I can attest
yeah,
from that screenshot she looks exactly like you.
exactly like me. So I'm scrolling through my like doom scroll like TikTok and I see this and I'm like, wait, who that's not, is that me? Like who? And I see it and the rest of it doesn't look like me. But I sent it to my friend Amala from work, being like, hey, am I crazy or is this me? And then a minute later, Amra goes, I thought this was you. Sends me the same video, and that was such a like something from the universe. I don't know.
And what did I say?
And then what she was like, ah, that's so funny because I sent her the screenshot that I sent it to Amala like a
Hmm.
minute before, and then she's like, I don't know, it's a bigger baddie, and I told her, stop flirting with me. I have a boyfriend. And that was a cute thing that happened because that was it was very creepy. Let's say that girl is the mother of the week. And
That girl, not Amra.
that girl. So like, hey,
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, this was a fun like. I love that we came back from like a month.
Mm-hmm.
Did I talk about cursing out a grandma?
No, this is really funny.
Our dog escaped yesterday, and I just ended up going back and being like, I'm waiting for him to get. And a grandma was passing, and he jumped on her, and I understand people being shocked and angry, and I get that.
Scared and whatever.
But I'm like, hey, have some understanding. He just ran away. I had to get my phone and then go back. She's like, what kind of this? He needs a what's it called?
Parenting.
No, 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 brnica.
Oh, muzzle.
He needs a muzzle. Instantly, I go like, "You need a fucking muzzle, grandma.
You bitch.
You
Called
bitch."
her a bitch. And he
No,
was
I
like,
didn't call her a bitch.
oh, you didn't?
I did.
Okay. The way you told it to me.
I know that. I just add that.
Yeah, to
I
be.
called her a grandma. Like,
Yeah.
professional.
Fucking granny.
You fucking granny.
Oh.
And then and then she asked me like, what? You need a muzzle. What kind of? Who raised you? And then I go,
You go, war raised you.
and then I go like, I've been raised better than you. I can see that war broke you in.
Like, here's my thing. If it was a grown man, if it was like a woman our age, sure. Grandma, keep imagining a poor woman who was just like, I just want to go
Oh no
home.
no no! That's the thing. She had an attitude with me,
Yeah, I know.
and anybody having an attitude with me about my dog,
But
I like cursed the guy's god because he ran away and
yeah.
it was like he was running around his car and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was just like, "Fuck your god!" Like no, I do not have patience.
Yeah, with when it
Other
comes to our
people when it
dog.
comes to him, too protective, too
Yeah.
panic mode,
Yeah.
to be nice towards any of it. And I don't even feel guilty after it because I know that I've been objectively wrong, but I know that I had no other way to react
Yeah.
to that. And
Yeah.
I don't want to work on reacting any other way because I feel like then I would just be like, okay, go die, dog. I don't.
Yeah. No, I get that. I'm very like I'll never people please, but I'll never get angry either.
Yeah.
Because there was a guy that is on my fucking shit. So one time I had like the dog sometimes gets diarrhea and I take him outside and there is nothing for him to shit out anymore.
Also, let's preface by saying this: Bihać is a place that
Full
has a lot of stray dogs,
like trash everywhere. It's not
trash
fucking
everywhere, shit everywhere. So some of you guys,
it's a slum everywhere you look.
some of you guys, if you like me in this podcast, you like Batman. So imagine Gotham.
But yes. So I take the dog out and he's from like and also I had like the worst night because throughout the night every hour he kept waking me up having to go outside and I would get up and I would take him outside. He'd had his diarrhea. Bring him back in. Hour later he's like scratching at the door being like have to get out blah blah blah. So that was my whole night. I go outside with him in the morning. It's around 10 at this point. So I am sleep deprived. Also, it's a holiday. Bayram yapıyor. And I'm like, even
Hey,
that in itself is annoying to me. I hate the holidays. No,
our
anyway,
holidays.
yeah,
You love Christmas.
I love Christmas.
You're a
Yes.
basic bitch.
But so I take him out and he's doing the thing as if he's pooping, but he's not. So a guy from upstairs in a random building is yelling at me, being clean up the poop, and I'm like, there's nothing to clean up. There's nothing coming outside of him. He's like, nah, 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 whatever. The other time I'm walking him, this time he actually poops, but I'm like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to clean this up when there are 6 stray dogs right here who will
In
do it
this same
in
neighborhood.
this vicinity around me right now.
With
Who will?
with those people, my first reaction is always like, "It's a dog."
It's a
I
dog.
get very like Italian American. It's a
It's a
dog.
dog. But he poops and he's like, "Well, did you bring it back this time?" No, but the first time he did it, he was like, "I'm gonna take a picture of you and I'm gonna send it to the like whatever the fuck."
Mhm.
So he's taking a picture of me and I just do like a duck face and like a peace sign. I'm like, "Fuck you!" Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Next time he's like, "Did you bring a doggy back this time?" I'm like, "No." I just
Yeah.
no.
No.
And then he's like, "You gotta watch out for that." And I'm like, there. Once the government gets control over the all the stray dogs that are around,
Hmm.
this and his main argument was like, "Well, children play here," and I'm like, "There's glass right
Yeah.
where I'm standing next to,
I am
full broken glass."
I am high off a needle that I stepped
Exactly.
on.
Kids could get syphilis here, and you think my dog is the
Yeah.
problem? My dog's
No, but
shit is
it's
the problem.
also, let's say he was greatly exaggerating because it wasn't near the playground.
That's the thing. Like he usually when he does poop, it's on the grass is overgrown and like places.
Yeah,
like
he
that.
goes on the place that you don't walk on.
Yeah. So it's him just being an old man wanting something to do.
Yeah.
And he's very like do and I'm like, well, once the government gets rid of that and once the glass is cleaned up, then maybe I'll think about it.
Yeah.
And then I walk away, and then next time I come by, he just walks up to the dog's like, "Hey, buddy," just plays with the dog.
But probably dementia.
I know, and I'm like, okay, great, I love you now. Like this is great.
You're
We have
good.
a great relationship.
No, there was a woman that like was scared for her child
Yeah,
because he jumped at her or something.
yeah.
But wasn't he on a leash or what was the
No,
situation?
he ran off, but his thing was like, so he ran out of here, and then they were coming out of the building, and he got startled, and he was away from them, but he
Mhm.
like barked twice and then ran off. But he wasn't near them,
Mm.
to be like an attack thing. It was just like, "Rrr," and then he ran off.
It was a thing where we both. I wasn't there, so thank God I didn't have a big reaction, and your boyfriend too would have had a huge reaction, but he wasn't there as well.
No, but it was her being like, call the police, and my boyfriend is very reactive, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take any comment as a sign of aggression.
Yeah.
Like and in a very like
And it's
random
we're
thing.
both being protective and
Yeah.
not thinking straight
Yeah, so
about her offspring.
yeah.
And
She
not,
was also being very protective because it's her
no,
baby.
I'm saying we're both like both sides of this equation.
Yeah.
And now we see each other and we're like, hi,
Yeah,
you know,
she's chill now,
it's
she's great.
understanding.
Yeah, but
I love that it didn't have to be like, hey, sorry,
yeah.
we overreacted, you over we said some things, you said some things.
No, but he has his moments and he is a reactive dog and it's a it's an annoying thing
I
'cause
get being scared
sometimes
of him.
yeah, 'cause sometimes I wish I could just because he's not gonna run away from us.
Yeah.
And if he wasn't a reactive dog in the sense of, jumping on people or jumping at cars,
No, because he jumped on her because she was close to our fence.
yeah. So it's like if I could just let him off his leash, it would be great because he would just run around and play, and I could just walk back home, and it would be a better experience for him and for us.
But
But
he
it's like,
doesn't know his limits.
yeah, so it's always
He's
like
his father's son.
But hey, we make it work, and he's happy, and we're happy, and we love him to that. And Ocean's great. Ocean's 8 was great.
So is it an hour? It's an hour and 51 minutes.
Great.
Great. Anyways, bye guys.
Bye.
Stay mothering.
Yay.